Hey, Sean, how are you, sir?
Pete, I'm doing just great. How can I help you?
Well, I watched the video. I only watched it the one time. I didn't watch it. I listened to it mostly. But I got the generic points, and I believe you wanted to ask me two questions if memory serves.
Actually, just one. Tell me what your four options are.
Well, Sam was the beginning. Then there was Far. Then there was...
No, I'm talking about the four options you have when the government calls you to award you a federal contract.
Ah, there's the right of refusal. There's the right of estimating. And if they accept any terms of the contract, it's automatically accepted if memory serves. But I
So,
have to perform to some degree
so
of
it,
performance value.
the options were accept, withdraw, negotiate, and stall. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
Okay. As
And
long as
I was
that
just
rings a
listening to
bell,
the background chatter.
as long as that rings a bell, we can move forward. So how can
It
I
does.
help you?
Well, the one thing, and again, I am going to go watch the video again. Um, the I understood there was some degree of cost down the line. I didn't really understand that entirely because your cost analysis of what your wife does versus what you do, I didn't really understand all that and how it gets paid up front, paid in the rear, well, how that works.
Okay. Are you asking me to explain that to you?
Yes,
Happy to do so. We only sell three things. So, one is a SAM registration.
right.
The second thing is the workshop, that 3 day training thing.
Okay.
The third thing is the membership program, but the membership program is three things. So, the membership program is BidTracker, that software system I developed.
Right.
It's access to me 24/7 to hold your hand and help you win and execute federal contracts. And then
Okay.
the third part of it is all the paperwork, such as bid forms, safety plans, CQC plans, purchase orders, subcontract agreements, all the paperwork that it takes to be a federal contractor that we developed over the last 30 years. So it's access to all that. So, and then the
Okay.
pricing structure is $700 for the SAM registration, 5,000 for the workshop, and the membership program is $600 a month.
600 a month. Okay. Now, I'm certain that that's all worth it in the long run. In the short run, for me right now, that's given the fact that I've told you I'm going through a divorce and everything I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing that I can start with, but is there a way I can start into the program without a financial commitment, at least to get things rolling?
Not really, because when you asked the question about the money last night, the reason I don't really like talking about the money is because I'm not trying to sell this. Like, I'm not.
Well, I understood that from the video very well.
Yeah, and so,
And I,
you
of
know,
course, you're
my.
not trying to give it away anything because you get a lot of talking points there. People will constantly try to get stuff out of you for free.
Well,
We just happen to collaborate with one another at
I
a
don't
perfectly
really
bad point in
mind
my
giving
life.
away stuff for free. I mean, it's like, you said you're not into watching all the YouTube videos and stuff, but if you watch enough of them, there's really enough content out there to take your shot on your own. It's like I said, it's if it's not 1,000 videos that I have on the internet, it's hundreds for sure.
Right.
Um, and it's so yeah. I think
Well,
let,
I
let me
guess,
put let me put you. I have a better way to put this. Our federal
well,
government has been around for 250 years. It's probably going to be around for at least another 200. Our federal government is spending $1 billion a day, whether anybody's in the business or not. And I've been teaching this for 15 years, and I'll probably be teaching it another 10. So, if today's not the day or the time or whatever, call me a year from now.
no, that
Or
part I understood, but I wanted to understand option number three there a little bit better. You said $600 a month gets you all three. Is that what I just heard?
no. I said we sell
Okay.
three things, but the third thing is three things in and of itself. So so everybody has to be SAM registered. You can't be awarded a federal contract unless you're SAM registered. If you can figure out how to get yourself SAM registered, well, that'll save you $700. I'm not trying to sell you something that you don't need.
Sure.
Um, and then the workshop. The workshop is the training. Like if you want to join the membership program and bypass the workshop, I'll refund you immediately and tell you no, you have to go through the workshop first, because part 2 of the membership program is access to me, and I don't want to talk to anybody that hasn't been through the training.
That is
So
understandable.
so there's not really an option there. And
No, I was just trying to incorporate, like, I just think across a number of different platforms that I've kind of worked with in the past, where, yeah, on an annual basis, you're going to pay, say $10,000. And then they break it down in a monthly fee over 12 months, and they do it that way. But you're not doing it that way, and I totally understand. And that's okay. That's your format.
yeah,
I totally get it.
Because the last thing I want to do is be chasing somebody down. It's just not
Right.
my deal, my gig.
No, I hate chasing my money, so I completely get it.
Yeah.
I've been chasing my money for a long time, so there were some very keen pointers in there. I absolutely wanted to reach back to you and find out what the next steps are. And it sounds like I need to make myself financially whole, and I need about what sounds like roughly $6,500 to get things at least started.
Something like that. And I'll just tell you this, the success rate on everybody is kind of like a bell curve. And let me explain what I mean by that. If you had to walk into a room of 30 people and teach something for 2 hours, what would you teach?
Well, I mean, it would depend on. You mean if I had my own dream of being a teacher and what it specific?
I'm just something that you're a subject matter expert at, that if you had to walk into a room and teach something for 2 hours to a group of 30 people, what would you teach?
That's a very good question. I probably, for ease of point of use right now, would be construction sciences.
Okay, construction science. Great. All right, now I want you to imagine that of the 30 people, there's 5 people in the front row that every word you said, they're like, oh, I knew that. Oh, I knew that. Oh, yeah, we do that all the time. Nothing really to learn here, but they went to the class anyway, just in case they could get one thing out of you that they didn't know. Can you imagine there might be 5 people? And then can you also imagine there might be 5 people in the back of the room that every word you're saying are like, what the hell is he talking about? How could I ever do any of that? This is all nonsense. It's meaningless. Okay? But that there might be 20 people in the room that might be going, wow, I hadn't considered that. Oh, that's an interesting point he's making. Oh, I could apply that. Okay? My program is similar in that way. I've got 5 people that join the program and they win the first federal contract they ever bid. I got 5 people on the other side that never got a federal contract. Call me up after 6 months. Hey, never got a contract. Well, I always ask them, my first question is, how many did you bid? And the answer is always, well, I bid 3, or I bid 4, or I bid 5. And I'm like, dude, you should have bid 100 by now. So, and what you should know, and they know, is what is your risk for turning in a bid?
0.
So it's just a matter of
Never
retraining.
Lost money on a job you didn't get.
Yeah, it's just a matter of retraining until they get their first. But most people, the lion's share of the people who go through the program, get the first federal contract within the first 90 days. So, that's kind of how it always works out.
Right. And then the one thing I didn't understand was the bonding mechanisms. I understand bonding perfectly fine, but what I didn't hear, and again, you might have said it, but I just didn't catch on to it. Does each thing you bid have a different bond capacity, or do you have to have one blanket bond to even start?
No, you don't need any bonding to start, but you don't need bonding until you get awarded a federal contract.
Okay. So you can do a rider to bid, and then you can actually activate it. You probably don't even need a rider to bid it, do you?
That's right. You don't even need a rider to bid it, yeah.
You just have to have the backup capacity in order to have it there.
That's right, and they have 5 different methods for payment and performance protection.
Right, and I did hear that. Performance bonds, I'm familiar.
Okay.
Are they 100% performance bonds, or are they 10%? How do they?
Usually it's about 3.
Each one different?
Usually it's about 3% of your contract amount on average.
Perfect answer. Because I've been stuck in 100% bond environments, and that's not a fun place to be. So that was private sector, not government work. So, but obviously it's day rated, and basically you can liquidate damages at a default rate of unparalleled consequences if you really screw things up. So I try to avoid those types of environments. Sean, all great information. It was worth a watch. I appreciate the conversation. I just have to get back to you because of where my life is right now. It's stuck in hard, difficult decisions, but at least I know
Well,
there's
yeah, that's
options
the
out
thing
there.
is you're never going to get any pressure from me or anybody on my team. Like I'm so lackadaisical about this thing because I don't need anybody's money, so there's never any pressure to anything, and that's why I answer the phone 18 hours a day. Like, there's your message last night was at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. When I looked up the area code, I realized you were on the East Coast. And I'm like, this guy is thinking about this shit at 11 o'clock at night. Hold on just one second. My wife just
No, go
walked in
ahead,
the
man.
door. I'm on the phone and I just wanted you to check the front door. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy's got concerns in the middle of the night. And I can tell you, over my career, I've had those concerns. I've been up at 10, 11, and 12 o'clock at night thinking, holy shit, what am I going to do? Yeah. Um, and never having somebody that you can just pick up the phone and talk to that's been there, that's been in a shitty situation, looking for options, to bounce some ideas off, And the other thing is an amount of reasonable intelligence on the other side of the phone call, because even if you have a problem, your best friend might not be able to help you because he's in a completely different business model. He doesn't think the way that you think.
Yeah, I run into that all the time, and that's one of the problems I have with residential clients is that they 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 know they want a beautiful bookcase in their living room, or they want a beautiful kitchen, or they want a beautiful bathroom, and then they don't understand everything that's behind the walls, or anything that has to do with footing systems, or anything with the roof. They just know the picture they saw in Vogue magazine or whatever they got it from, Etsy, wherever. And of course, you and I, being contractors, realize no, you might have to underpin a footer, or you might require to extend your roof, or redevelop your roof line, or now is bringing in all the different variances that it takes in order to actually be a general contractor.
Yep.
So they don't get it. They never want to pay for it. They want to skip around everything they have to do by the laws. And they always are trying to get away from the biggest one, which is energy calcs. Which, good luck with that, because the entire federal government is driving everything that direction, whether you like it or not, which you did point on in your video last night.
Mm-hmm.
Or this morning, rather. Well, I'm sure you made it a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I watched it this morning. So, at any rate, we're on the same page. I'm going to keep this open-ended. I want you to check back with me as I, begin to heal. It's nice to look at options that are out there for me, and I'm going to keep talking to people and keep beating down doors until I get where I need to go. And I'm trying my best, as even though and I will not exaggerate at all, I'm broke as a joke. But I'm going through a divorce, and I'm just trying to make sure that my wife doesn't strong arm me into selling what I feel like is $1 million piece of property for 300 grand, and me settling for $97,000 after damn near 20 years of paying it off. So there's that for me too. I honestly could cash out right now and go a million different directions, but that doesn't make it intelligent. You can't borrow yourself out of debt.
Yeah.
Something my wife's going to have to learn. So, Sean, I appreciate you. Go enjoy your family's time, and I really look forward to working with you again in the future.
Okay, Pete, I'm here for you when you need me.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Godspeed.